going to do a makeup appliance called the BadGuy. Works real well for a gangster or some kind of lecherous looking person. Now first we want to take the goolie and put it on the face and make sure it fits alright. Now you can see through it, you can see his hairline, so we want to just draw where his hairline is. And then we'll take that and cut that off. Okay, now we'll double check it on his face. Put it up under his hairline. And then we'll mark it on his face so that we can put the latex on. This gives us a guideline to know where we're going to put latex to adhere it. Now, as you can see right here, or perhaps you can't, but right here we have a little too much of the appliance, and I want to trim these eyes down. Now what I'm going to do is outline the lines I've made on his face so that we can adhere the appliance. Close your eye. I also want to put a double coat on so that it's sure to stick. And I want to go right up to the hairline. underneath the brow, right at the base of the hair. Now, he has a mustache, so what I have to do is put latex just underneath it. Lift your head back. Right at the base of his mustache. Now we also want to apply the latex to the appliance itself. So we go around the edge. It's good to put 2 coats on both the face and the appliance. This way we'll ensure a better bond. Now we want to wait about 3 minutes before we apply this. That will ensure that it's going to stick well. Now prior to adhering this, we want to make sure that we cut out the nostril holes. So we'll just go into these. After we've waited about 3 minutes for the appliance to dry, we then want to adhere the appliance. I'm going to start with his lip and work up. Now once I've pressed it in, I'll take some more latex and lay it along the seams. This will taper the edge. It will also help hold the seam down. Now while I'm letting that dry, I want to prepare the bottom lip with latex. Across the lip area, down along the appliance, and under the chin. A couple of coats would be good. Again, you want to let about 3 minutes to dry the appliance. The chin also is applied with liquid latex, so the edge must be prepared. Now we'll wait. Now we're ready to put the bottom chin on. Up over the lip, press it in, and pull it down. Now again, we'll put latex into the seam to help it adhere better and to taper it into the rest of the makeup. Down a little bit, opening that tip so it'll open. Now we'll let that dry another 3 minutes. Now we're ready to apply the makeup. Now what I'm using is a flush tone, medium flush, and a sponge. It's just a foam rubber sponge. And I want to put this over the entire appliance and on the face. Just blend it across. Now I'll use what's called stippling, which is a dabbing technique. I'm not really worried about covering everything all that much. I just want to get a base coat on. Okay, now we'll go ahead and we'll take a brush, small brush, and black, and we'll fill in all the little cracks. That'll give us our shadowing. In his eye area, I want to darken. A little shading effect through here will cover up where the edge of the appliance is. And a few lines across the eyes on the flesh will give the appearance of wrinkles. And then as it carries down into the appliance, the wrinkles are sculpted in. You just need to fill them in. as you can see with the black, the more you do, the more it sinks the appliance into the face. Now, back underneath this little spot here on his face, we want to darken. This is a low spot, and we work that across the appliance. This is the edge of the appliance right here. We want to bring the shadowing across that. That hides that area. And we'll blend it on out. Repeat everything on this side. Now I'm going to shade some of his temple here and sink it just a little bit. with a sponge and my flush tone, I'm going to blend some of that black under here into his face. Now, if you've made any mistakes with the black, you can come across and blend them out. Now, what we'll do is we'll take a little red and my sponge, and we'll give his lips just a little bit of rosiness. A little bit of pink. And on top, just a little bit, along the edge. Now, brighten up his cheeks just a little bit. And he has what appears to be a little bit of a cut over here, so I'll put a little bit of red in there. Tone it down just a little bit. Okay, now my last touch will be some highlight, and that's taking my white, my sponge, and taking just a little bit on the brush, or on the sponge, and wisping it across my high points. You see things start to light up, particularly here. It's just a little wisp. If you get a little too much, just wipe it back off. Right on the edge of the lips. Now then, with a little hairbrush, I can work his hair right down into the appliance. With some color, I could gray his hair up and give him an old man look. Or with a hat, I can give him a complete gangster look.